Hey everybody, my name is Sasha, and today for my first ever video that I'm going to be reacting to on this channel is Shane Dawson's new conspiracy video that came out called Conspiracy Theories with Shane Dawson, and I'm super excited to react to this because I love Shane Dawson. I've been watching him for a very long time. His content is absolutely amazing. I've been waiting for conspiracy theories from him for such a long time. So I'm hyped. So before any of you watch this video, make sure to go watch Shane Dawson's video first. Give him all love and support that he deserved for creating this amazing content. And also congratulations, Shane Dawson, for 20 million subscribers. That is amazing. That's awesome. And you're an amazing content creator. And without further ado, let's finally get into this. Let's get it.
Viewer discretion is advised.
In case you don't know, Honey is a free browser extension that saves you money when you shop. Honey scans the internet for coupons and other discounts, and then, like magic, it automatically applies into your cart at checkout. It knows about every coupon code, sale, or discount at over 37,000 sites, like Amazon, Ulta, ASOS, Forever 21.
That sounds too good to be
Here's
true.
an example of me buying some clothes at ASOS. I go to the checkout page, Honey pops up. All I have to do is click one button, bam! Honey saves me 26 bucks. And just since I talked about Honey in my last series, those of you who added it saved an average of $48. So in total, that's over $1.6 million.
Damn,
Again,
that's a
Honey's
lot.
free, installs in 2 clicks, and it saves you money. Go to joinhoney.com/.
Yes.
I'm really filming.
Are you really filming? Are you serious?
For no reason, but I am.
I love that. You have to be filming everything in case something scary happens, like an alien crashes through the window and goes, all right, it's time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, okay.
Yeah. What are you doing? What is it?
What is he listening to?
It's one of the conspiracies we're going to talk about, but it's really weird. I keep hearing this, like, noise.
Ew.
I'm glad I have an Android.
I didn't pick up the phone. Wait, what? You heard me say that's my mom?
What's
I said
going
that's
on?
my mom, and then I pressed
Yeah.
answer. That doesn't make any sense.
Wait, put it on speakerphone.
Wait, what are you freaking out
Wait,
about?
say what just happened.
Why? Okay. Hey, this is my mom. Well, Mom, I saw you calling, and then they said, is that the postmate? And I said, no, that's my mom. And then I answered the phone. And you picked up and said, were you making fun of me? And I said, no, of course not. Why'd you say that? And you said, because, well, tell them what you heard me say. I didn't pick up the phone yet. How would that make any sense?
Oh.
Was it pre-connected?
Ah.
I don't know the magic.
I see what you're saying.
It's the scary
They
thing.
don't even know.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wait, I literally don't know what you're talking about.
This is the conspiracy that we were going to film tonight.
We just did it.
Oh.
Sorry, Mom, you're in a video. What?
That's crazy.
That is wild.
Well, I don't know exactly what it is yet,
The
but
phone is always listening. Always.
Oh yeah, of
crazy.
course.
How did that just happen, by the way? That's insane.
My phone's possessed.
Something.
Yeah.
The phone was already like recording in such a
And I
way
know
where
it.
it got through to her. Yeah.
And I know that she's not lying because I saw him not answer it yet. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
Damn, dude. Morgan over there like, what? What's going on? He's just chilling.
Results are not fanciful,
Wow, this is amazing.
reaching into every household in the land. They take from each home. They're not imaginary.
Conspiracy theories
actual
with Shane
and real.
Dawson. Oh, girl, I am ready to get shooketh.
hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. Now, today we're going to be talking about a lot of different theories. Some involving big celebrities that have had their faces and voices stolen. We're also going to be talking about some of the dark secrets involving some of your favorite childhood TV shows.
Oh, there's a lot for sure.
Also, subliminal messages that have never been caught until now. And some theories involving one of the worst disasters in California history.
Oh, I heard a
I saw on
bunch
Twitter so
about
many
that.
people being like, oh, it's only rich people, like celebrities. Like, this is not. This is like a normal neighborhood. This is like...
Yeah, middle class. Like
The average working person, you know?
Then we see what happens when I was with a few friends, and we accidentally uncovered an iPhone theory that none of us could believe was real.
I'm glad I don't have an
Just to
iPhone,
keep things up a
actually.
notch, this isn't just a typical conspiracy video. Oh my god, this is her. This is her. This is just part one. And in the next part, I'm going to be leaving this room, and we're going to be falling farther down the rabbit hole than we ever have before. Now, before we get started, once again, I just have to say, those are all just theories, none of them are facts. And they're not meant to hurt anyone, any company, or any Zepetos. So buckle up, because it's been a while and we have a lot of theories to get to. And I just have to say,
Oh, wow.
it feels really good to be back.
I'm glad you're back,
Let's
Shane.
get started.
Yeah. It's rewind time.
Okay, that really hurt. Oh my
Celebrities
goodness,
have
that
had
really
their
hurt.
faces stolen for years. Whether it was a lookalike on Hollywood Boulevard,
About the season finale last night, and there was
Ooh.
a parody of them in a movie, or more recently, a fake version of them eating a burrito in
That
a
was
park,
crazy.
He's eating a burrito like he's eating corn on the cob or playing harmonica.
or a hologram of them performing an entire concert after they died.
I want to go to one of those. They seem really cool.
All of this is nothing new, but recently things have gotten even darker, and there's a new way to steal your favorite celebrity's identity. Welcome to the world of deepfakes. So deepfakes is when a computer can put a celebrity's face on any person they want. I know, it's pretty creepy. And for some reason, there's tons of Nicolas Cage ones. Him in Star Trek, him in Superman.
In my world, it means hope.
well, here it's an S.
Him as a dancing Amy Adams.
You think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I.
Or the creepiest one, him as The Rock.
Phone was just blowing up, and you get a mix.
Now making a fake
Why does that
digital
work so
face
much?
is nothing. Usually it's done in movies when they want to bring somebody back from the dead.
Actor Philip Seymour Hoffman will live on as his character in the next 2 installments of The Hunger Games
Oh,
after
yeah.
dying
I
before
remember that.
filming was completed.
And the one I remember the most, when they created a digital version of Paul Walker's face, they actually used his own brother so that when they put the face over it, it would look even more realistic and even more
Yeah.
On set, a baseline performance was created with Paul's brothers.
There's even a commercial where they created a digital version of Audrey Hepburn. And when you see the commercial, it literally looks like they brought her back from the dead. It's crazy.
Technology these days is ridiculous.
But nope, it's all just computer magic.
So they used women who kind of looked like her, but they didn't. It is all CGI.
Now, all of these movies use technology where they have huge computers and it costs millions of dollars and months to create. But now, with a certain computer application, this can be done by anyone, anywhere, in a matter of hours, and for
A
free.
great way to steal
it's
someone's
called
identity.
Fake App.
We've democratized access to incredibly powerful software.
almost anyone can do it.
Almost anybody can do it, and that's a game changer.
So Fake App analyzes thousands of still images of somebody's face, and then it uses that data to create a digital mask that can be placed over any pre-existing face. Now, just to show you how good this is, here's a clip from Saturday Night Live of an actress playing Hillary Clinton.
This is going so well.
Okay, now look at this clip that somebody made using Fake App, where they put Hillary Clinton's real face on top of the Saturday Night Live actress.
This is going so well.
Yeah, it's so real that if you just saw that clip alone, you would think that was just a Hillary Clinton clip. Now, Fake App isn't just for fun memes and movie clips.
No, don't call me baby girl. You don't fucking know me. I'm not your fucking baby girl. Anyways,
The most popular category of deepfakes on the internet is deepfake porn.
So, are you ready? I know I am.
Now, I don't want to get sued, so I'm not really going to show these clips, and if I do, I'm going to show a very small, cropped-in version.
Or if you want to see more.
But basically, people were using Fake App and then putting those celebrity faces on real porn stars in real porn videos. And
That
some
looks
of them
so
look so real,
real.
it's crazy.
I'm feeling great. A little nervous.
Oh, when you kind of tell it's fake.
Emma Watson, Chloe Grace Moretz, even Flo, the progressive lady. That's how far this goes.
It's free. Wanna try?
But it's not just celebrities that have to deal with this. It's normal girls too who have had their faces stolen. Noelle Martin is a girl who had her face put on dozens of porn videos and she had no idea. And then when she found out, it almost ruined her life.
This is the deepfake video of me performing oral sex on a man. I don't know who the man is.
I think I felt helpless. It frightens me.
That's awful.
Now, something that could affect all of us is deepfakes could be used in politics.
But take a look at this. That's President Trump's real face on the right, digitally stamped onto Baldwin's performance. Testing. This program can change facial expressions in real time.
And now I can create the President of the United States saying just about anything I want. That's terrifying.
This is an actual danger. Like, this could be a problem. And it's such a big problem that even Obama himself has spoken out about it.
We're entering an era in which our enemies can make it look like anyone is saying anything at any point in time.
And everyone's gullible, so they'll believe it.
President Trump is a total and complete dipshit. Now, you see, I would never say these things. Someone else would. Someone like Jordan Peele.
That's right. That was actually a video made by Jordan Peele to show just how realistic these are getting.
Stay woke, bitches.
Now let's put aside politicians and celebrities for a second. Think about this being used in your everyday life. Anyone could make a deep fake of any person
that's scary.
they don't like, and they could have it do whatever they wanted. They could make one of their principal, or any teacher, any boss, any ex-friend, or even you.
Yeah.
Now this is going to get really dark. Let's imagine a scenario. Let's say there's an angry woman who just found out that her asshole husband cheated on her. So to get revenge, she hires an actor who has her husband's body type, and she has him come to her house and pretend to beat her up, all while the security camera in the living room is rolling the whole time. Then imagine her finding somebody who's really good at making deepfakes, and then she has them make a digital mask of her husband's face and put it on top of the actors. Now she has footage of her husband assaulting her that she could use to get him arrested. Sounds crazy, but framing people for crimes is something that's happening.
The sad part is that there's actually scumbags like that who would actually do that. That is the scary part. People who'd actually do that. There are some real garbage humans out in the world for real, though. It's crazy. Let's double check to make sure I am still recording. I am still recording. That's great. Okay. Alright. Let's continue.
Since the beginning of time. With Fake App, it seems to be getting easier. Now, as of now, Fake App is still pretty complicated. But lucky for us, there's tons of similar technology inside the apps on our phone. I mean, just look at the Snapchat face swap feature.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Shane. Oh my god!
Oh my god!
In a matter of seconds, you can put anybody's face on top of yours, and it looks pretty good. And just to test it out, I put my face somewhere it's never been before. YouTube Rewind.
Ah, it's rewind time.
Oh my god.
Is this what you wanted?
You know who I would have asked for?
Oh my god.
What do we do?
K-pop! Oh!
Then it just got weird.
Whoa! 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 Whoa.
Quiero a Liza.
Now, when it comes to the dark world of deepfakes, there's currently no law against making them. And the scariest part is this could actually lead to the end of the world. And I'm not even being dramatic. Just listen to this horrifying and very realistic scenario that was explained by a professor of computer science at Dartmouth.
Imagine the following scenario. Video is produced of Donald Trump saying, I've just launched nuclear weapons against North Korea.
My fellow Americans.
That video goes onto Twitter and goes viral in 30, 60 seconds. North Korea responds in another 60 seconds.
Deep fakes result in war?
Honestly, I don't think that's a stretch.
I'm sorry.
So you might be thinking, okay, Shane, they can make a deep fake of my face, but they don't have my voice. Well, that's not true.
Adobe calls this an early-stage research project,
But
and
they
this
do.
Adobe program can create new audio from text.
There's new technology that has come out that can create a digital version of anybody's voice. And in part 2 of this video, you'll see us putting it to the test.
Also, quick note, I heard, I haven't really followed up on this, that when you do the, Google Assistant that's on your phone, the voice thing for Google Assistant, ask Google about whatever, I heard that the audio, even says that the audio is saved. So they saved the audio of you talking. And I heard that they also sell that audio too. Haven't looked up on this. It was just something that I saw. Not sure if it's true, but I mean that's also one way that people or companies can get your voice and make you say something that you haven't really said by compiling all this audio together. But that's just what I heard. Don't know if it's true or not, but yeah, it's scary, it's creepy, it's just everyone's listening everywhere. I don't know. This is gonna make me even more paranoid than I am, and I'm so gullible when it comes to conspiracy theories. Even though they have the word conspiracy theory, I'm like, yeah, truth. I just see, oh yeah, this is true. I just believe it. I'm just like, yeah, this is true. Okay.
Whoa.
What does it say?
We have to put it in a sentence and then it reads it back to my voice.
Is it really gonna do that?
I don't know. Do you think? Okay, wait. Oh my god.
My voice is ready.
Oh my god!
So, are you ready? I know I am.
My name is Raquel Roper, and I am an adult producer and performer.
You've ventured into my realm. Thinking
She
you
does.
want to have some fun, did you? You feel it creeping over you. You want peace back. You're a loser. You pathetic loser. You going to have some fun, did you?
It's pretty.
Deepfake. I didn't even know what this was. I was watching Shane's videos. I am a fan, and I saw that he had a new trailer for a series. Then towards the end, I saw one of my videos.
Are you ready?
And what looked like my face, but it wasn't my face. It was Selena Gomez's face, and I just couldn't believe it. You're taking a person's content who the artist's work, and you are turning it into something that I didn't want it to be. Selena Gomez has not given consent to have her face
she probably
morphed
doesn't want
into
that
an
either.
adult video. I don't know where this video came from. I don't know who did it or what, and there is no way for me to take legal action against this, and I think that's what the scariest part of it all is. I'm just shocked. I just don't think that people realize how harmful it can be. It can really affect
Humans
people.
suck, dude.
Allegedly, Selena Gomez
Unfortunately,
has a
that's the
secret
case.
sex tape.
I would totally watch that.
In a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I'm sorry, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, who can you sue?
Like, I'm super sensitive with my mom, and so I would never even say something that she could pick up on. That's why I was like, no, it's my mom, and then picked up.
That's tea.
Yeah, we could test it. We could have somebody go to part of the house where you can't hear them, and then call each other and then start talking. You got that soundproof room?
Let's do it.
Garrett. Also, their new house is amazing. It's beautiful. I'm so happy for them.
Let's go. Okay.
Oh my goodness. It's only 8 o'clock. Why am I tired?
I just heard my hello?
So what did you say?
Oh,
before
I heard
you
that
picked
too.
up?
Who knows my favorite? 3 times.
I heard the last one, but did you pick up?
No, you didn't hear who knows my favorite.
Yeah, I heard my favorite. Hello.
Hello? No. I just said hello when I picked up. Oh, you didn't really hear?
Yeah, I did. Yes, we did. You heard it.
Hello?
Did you?
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Count 1, 2, 3, and then pick up.
Okay. Oh, that's very good.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, bye. Hello? Anything?
No, I just heard hello.
Well, it happened once tonight. We literally all experienced it together.
So let's try one where we switch it.
Okay, sounds good.
One, 2, 3. Hello?
I just got hello. It's a normal, traditional hello.
Call me back again in like 5 seconds.
Maybe they have to actually have a conversation and talk.
5 minutes?
5 seconds. He had the ringer on his mom called. One, 2, 3. Hello? It was just hello?
The ringing was the craziest I've ever heard in my life. It was like, literally, I've never heard anything like it.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
The ringing was like...
But you didn't hear anything before you answered?
No. Maybe they're on to you now. Like, if it's listening or something, maybe it's like, oh, we're not going to fuck up again. I'm serious.
Alright.
Well, are you on any apps? Because it said that the microphone's always going. Garrett was on Postmates. What if you, like...
And what happened?
So when he got that call from his mom, you saw that he hadn't picked up the phone yet? That's so wild. Gotta show him the live photo thing.
At any rate, this is why you don't get a knife photo.
Alright, let's talk about the Wolves.
I'm memeing.
The hillside, it's just an eerie sight
But
to
seriously,
On November 8th, 2018, the Woolsey fire began to
never done me wrong.
Wow. Jesus.
It really seems like we're chasing it. It moves so fast, so aggressive, and the fire behavior is just so intense.
That
It
was
lasted 13 days and destroyed over 1,600
freaky.
buildings and almost 100,000 acres.
That was crazy. That was just something else.
This is apocalyptic. And then
Huh,
Barry,
yeah.
oh my gosh, if you head over, Barry, head over, all the way over past this truck here, there are flames. I mean, that's how dangerously close that they are coming to.
3 people's lives were lost, and over 300,000 people were evacuated during that time.
That's terrible.
Hello, it is November 9th. We are currently getting ready for...
But I do want to say, maybe people is, I mean, it's terrible, but for a fire that big and without, like, with, you know, not being as many casualties, I think that's very, like, impressive with the fire department, police department, everybody, you know, who was working on that. That's, I mean, I think that's, you know, the best thing you can hope, I mean, not hope, I guess like, in this kind of, like, huge thing that happened, this huge fire, you know, that happened, I think your casualties probably, I think, the best you can hope for, at least a minimal amount of damage. So that's, you know, I mean, sorry for people's loss, but I think the fire department, police department did the best that they could, and unfortunately a lot of people got displaced because of that, but hopefully now, it's been a while that people are kind of like getting back up on their feet and kind of like, you know, building their families and themselves up again and their home back up again. So hopefully people are still doing good.
For an evacuation.
Let's go. Those houses are on fire.
I hope I worded that correctly.
Oh my god, please God. Holy shit, you guys were leaving. We had to wear masks because, oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, okay, we're leaving.
Very
apocalyptic.
What's up, man? This is it.
Now, these fires were very close to home for me for a few reasons. On November 8th, me and Rylan were also moving into our new house, and a few hours later, we were told to evacuate because a fire was heading toward us.
The movers leave, and we find out that we have to evacuate literally the
Dude,
second.
I saw that. That sucked.
So they're blocking the freeway right now. You can see.
For that 13-day period, the Woolsey fire was my life.
What's gonna happen next? Like my mom, my brother, my family all lived very close to this fire.
All I did was watch fire footage and fire maps and watch the news 24 hours a day.
I was literally tracking the fire every second.
Now to the latest on the Woolsey fire. It is
This
now
home at the corner is burned, and the home next door is burning as well.
And I still have so many questions, and there's so many things that don't make
Yeah, how does that even start?
It's crazy, and I know we're fortunate enough to be sitting
Oh, I mean,
under the
there's
house that's still
there's a
standing.
numerous amount of
So
options.
many
I mean, numerous amount of things that could have happened,
it's so
but like
hard to
that's
understand.
Before we get into the
ridiculous.
theories, I just have to remind you, this was a very real event. A lot of people lost their homes, some people lost their lives.
Heartbroken. It's really hard for me even to continue talking because I cannot imagine coming home and seeing everything you have gone like this.
And when you go into the houses as well, it's really, really sad. I mean, everything's just blacked out, and there's water pouring down, and you just see chairs and photographs and.
Squeeze your loved ones tonight because in a moment's notice things can change.
I think
Dude,
just a sense of
stop yawning,
being our
girl.
home.
I don't want to go to bed yet.
You know, just the memories that we built.
And to put in perspective, I wanted to go to some of the areas that were affected, just to show what it looks like, show how real it is, and just see it in real life. And it was devastating.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, that sucks, dude. I think, okay, for me, the only thing that's very similar for this has happened to me. I live in Texas, and we'd have tornadoes. Those are like the scariest times because you hear, I know if you ever watched the movie Silent Hill, those Silent Hill sirens that are going off, that's just, like death is coming, death is coming. Those would go off, and they're so low, they were so scary for me. And sirens to go off, like everyone's supposed to go in, like we were watching the news, and the news anchor would be like, go seek shelter now, seek cover now, and it was so scary. Like you couldn't go anywhere. Like there's really nowhere to go. You just have to usually there's a room underneath, stairs if you live in a 2-story house. So we just had to, and the room that was underneath our stairs was a bathroom, like a small bathroom. So all 5 of us would have to cram into the bathroom and just stay there, and it was scary. And for me, I was so scared because I was thinking that I would we'd open the door and I'd find nothing. My whole house would be totally gone. So I think that's that's something that I guess is I can kind of relate to when it comes to this, is just that feeling of just being scared and terror, thinking that like this is it, your house is gone, everything's gone, you're gonna die. And it wasn't the first time I feel like that way. I've been through plenty of tornadoes, but that's just one instance that I can kind of understand what they're going through, which is a scary feeling. It's so frightening and scary, and why I'm never going back to Texas. Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the.
Not never. I just wouldn't live there because I can't deal with that.
Exit off Las Vegas.
Among other things.
That's not a gated community.
So we are going down Las Virgenes, which is one of the main roads that was affected by the fire. The whole thing was closed off for a week. I haven't seen any of this stuff in person. No.
Oh, stop doubting.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh. All of this was green.
Yikes. I mean, it'll go back though. It'll go back. It'll take some time, but it'll grow back.
Oh my god, the rainbow. Wait. Oh fuck, can you see it? Can you see it? That's crazy. That's
Oh, that's pretty.
fire and look at the rainbow.
See, it'll grow back. It'll be fine.
That's crazy.
Wow.
After the storm comes the rainbow.
Immediately got really bad.
I have a friend whose whole neighborhood is gone, like all the houses on his street except for his, which is crazy. But he can't even move back yet because they have to do a whole like clearing out the neighborhood and like testing the air and making sure it's safe.
Really? Still? Oh, also it's 2 weeks, but
Imagine living in a neighborhood that like all the houses are gone except for yours. Like, that's so what's scary.
yeah.
So how does that happen? How does like every house on the street catch fire except for one? What does that mean? He wasn't protecting it. He wasn't, hosing it down. It just didn't light. This is what I was telling you. Like my doctor's office is.
Maybe he got blessed or something. I don't know.
So we're going into a neighborhood where some houses burned down. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I do.
Sucks for everybody else.
I do want to see this in real life because I feel like when you see stuff like this on the news, it's like hard to comprehend it.
Sometimes you gotta see stuff for yourself to really just like take it in.
Oh my god. It's
what?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god. It looks. Oh my god. I've never seen anything. Oh my god. Look at. Oh my god. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
I will not cry.
Oh.
No. Don't do it. I don't like
I
crying.
feel not even right being here.
How?
That's
Can
crazy.
we park? Is that like?
I don't know.
I don't want
feel
people
like, I don't know
to
if
be
these
mad, but like
neighbors
this is like, how? Oh my god.
It's so crazy because like look at this house across the street that's just not even touched.
Not even touched.
That's,
But then
yeah, and you look over there, it's just
10
gone.
feet away is
It's crazy.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
What? The one thing, I'm sorry I'm pausing a lot, but the one thing that I saw close to this was we were just randomly driving and I saw a house that was like that. It was just one house completely just demolished and, completely destroyed, and all the other houses in the neighborhood, just that one house, all the other houses were fine. And my dad went out and he went out to go ask the person, like, what happened, what was going on. And they said that their house got struck by lightning. Just their house got struck by lightning, and it just caught on fire, and it just destroyed everything. And he was like, oh man, that he felt for them because they had nowhere else to go, and that was their house, and just their house, and all the other houses were fine, just their house was like that. It's terrible. That sucks, dude. Man.
There's people. I feel bad. I want to see like close up though. I want to see it.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
How does that happen? How come there?
Oh.
Just the fireplace. Just like that's probably what the room was. Oh my god.
I don't understand. I don't understand it. Like it.
The other ones are fine. This over here.
I don't understand how the fire worked.
This is like. I mean, I'm not a scientist.
Sorry, I was like putting the camera down.
I agree. It doesn't like the pattern of fire doesn't like move like that. It doesn't make any sense.
celebrities. Like, this is like a normal neighborhood.
People are
The vast
stupid.
majority of people affected are regular folks.
The average working person, you know.
Even if it was just rich people, it's still their house that's just gone. You know, it's still all their belongings, all their hard work. You know, not like they were just given all this, like they worked hard for it.
About the fire up in the north, and it may have been sparked by an electrical malfunction.
The majority, at least most of them.
And the winds just picked it up and escalated it.
It's so sad to see someone like lose all their home. You know?
The view from everyone's backyard is just a black mountains.
They will not say specifically that the fire started because of that outage.
Shit.
Man, dude. Yeah, they're all dead. Yeah. Kind of. Don't do it.
Just pull over because there's no park, like playground. Like, this is where like everything Halifax is, I guess. Like, this is like,
I mean, look at the mountain in front of it. It doesn't seem like.
Yeah, it's all charred to a crisp. Damn. That's that wasn't the right. Wait, never mind. Hot. Cutting that part
I
out.
know it's conspiracy time and it's scary, but Riley's not letting us take from his Kardashian Oreo stack.
That's where I have it.
He's letting me eat from the back. I want to eat from this.
You asshole.
What's the point of having his cute thing if I can't get in?
wait, can you play back the part where I heard him?
Hello? Are you serious? Those are my words.
I told you, you said my favorite.
Wait, no!
Wait, I want to go back and listen to it again.
I heard him.
Are you serious?
Oh, I can't really hear it.
Those are my words.
I told you, you said my favorite.
Wait, no! We're coming for you!
Wait, does that mean everyone when I don't answer the phone knows that I don't want to answer the phone?
Wait, that's the scariest part.
Oh, wait, this is
wait, yeah.
Oh my god, when you're like, oh, this fucking bitch again. Hello?
And they're like,
why are you so mean?
what'd you say?
Every time I call. But everyone does that, like when their work's calling, they're like, F word, F, like, oh shit. And then, I got fired from every job I had. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why.
No, that's not why.
Okay, so similar to the thing of, being able to hear before you answer, there's another thing that I don't know if you guys know about this. I didn't.
Let me get these Oreos out of the way.
Well, okay. Be with you in a second.
So, my live thing. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, no.
So,
Morgan's so pretty.
After 3.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
That's crazy!
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
video?
It was recording
What's
3
the
seconds
lie?
before I pressed 1, 2, 3. Take the picture.
Yeah, alive doesn't
Wait,
mean...
well, we missed that. You only showed Garrett.
No, everyone saw.
I know, but I didn't
Okay,
see
I'll try
like
it again,
the
ready?
picture. Yeah.
I'll take a picture of Andrew, ready?
So take it.
1, 2, 3. Took it right after 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wait!
What if you were doing something crazy?
Yeah.
Wait, what, like,
Spooky.
is that on all the phones?
Wait,
Yeah, so
wait.
their Apple came out with a statement, and they were like, "Oh well, yeah, we record 3 seconds before and 3 seconds after."
How did they know?
Exactly.
On top of the status bar, you see a new icon. Those 3
Oh.
separate circles lit up yellow. By default, it's on. You just take pictures, and now they're live photos.
They say like, well, no, yes, technically when your camera's out, your phone is always recording, but then
What?
it disappears unless you save it.
I do the grossest thing in the bathroom with my camera out. Like,
Oh my god.
no, it's not like that. Oh my god.
Wait, yeah.
Like the grossest, like when you look at stuff
For things.
Wait, do you think they're like storing the information? What do you?
Yes.
I am so paranoid about like my camera. So when I'm like looking at my phone in the bathroom, I make sure my camera is not facing me. I'm paranoid about all cameras. I don't know. I just feel like it's always watching. You know, someone's always watching the camera. So I always make sure my camera is not facing towards me. If I'm like, you know, out of the shower, or if I'm like on the toilet, make sure I'm just like, it's like this or like this, and make sure just to keep it covered, because I'm paranoid. Also, like, that's crazy. How did they, like, I guess they have to be always recording, because how do they know? Because they say they always take a picture 3 seconds after, 3 seconds before. So how do they know they're going to take a picture 3 seconds before? How do they know that? You know, and unless you like click. So they have to always be recording. Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't they?
But what do they do with that? Like, how many people have iPhones? Are they really like?
Ooh, I don't.
That's actually like next level crazy.
Not moi.
At this point, that's just the truth. It's not even conspiracy.
that is crazy. On my phone too, I howled like a ghost, then took the photo. Don't get freaked out. It was just me.
We really can't eat from the stack.
No. Okay, I have another one for you. You hear?
Cool.
Goodbye, world.
Oh, I'm not surprised by that one.
Now I'm gonna warn you, this next theory is dark, and probably one of the most unsettling ones we've ever talked about on this channel.
I'm ready
this
for it.
This theory starts with subliminal messages and children's shows.
I am now going to assault your mind with subliminal messages.
Now we've talked about this before, but usually we talk about the sexual messages that are hidden in cartoons. By far, SpongeBob SquarePants has the most. There's jokes about prison.
Well, SpongeBob SquarePants was made for Adult Swim, so it does make sense, and they end up just putting it on on a kids show, Kids Network, for whatever reason they decided that for, but it still is SpongeBob.
Patrick licking a pile of sand, and plenty more.
Who wants to lick my cheeks?
But those are all just jokes and clearly hidden for adults.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of other darker messages that have been hidden in this show, and most of them involve suicide.
Oh yeah, I've noticed that.
To get happy. Maybe this will help.
That's right.
Yeah.
In a 2001 episode called Are You Happy Now? Squidward is seen suffering from depression.
Wake me when I'm dead.
There's scenes of him walking around in a dazed state, and there's even scenes where it looks like he's trying to kill himself. Like this one, where he puts his head in an oven.
I just can't seem to get happy.
I don't really
But by
remember
far
this
the darkest
episode
moment
though.
is when SpongeBob goes over to his house to make sure he's okay.
Now I'm really worried.
And then he says this.
Well, at least we know he's still alive.
Yeah, That might be some of the darkest shit I've ever seen on TV, let alone a kid show. But it's not just this episode. There's tons of other episodes that have suicide references too.
What's the point of going on?
There's an episode where Plankton tries to get himself hit by a car.
Go away, cheesehead.
Oh, yeah, I remember that
Can't
one.
you see I'm trying to get run over?
There's an episode where SpongeBob stabs himself to death.
In ancient times, one would fall on their sword by way of apology. All right.
Yeah, that's almost glorifying suicide. There's even an episode where a character goes to kill himself, and then they say this.
Someday, but not today.
Someday, but not today, making it seem inevitable. But then, as I was looking into it, I found that suicide references have been in a lot more cartoons than just SpongeBob. Here's the ending scene from a Looney Tunes cartoon called Bare Feet from 1949.
Well, there's still one way out. I'm going to be free. Free at last.
Yeah, free at last. Once again, glorifying suicide, making it look exciting.
What's the point, though?
And there are hundreds.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna blow my brains out.
I mean, Bugs Bunny. Daffy Duck.
There was nothing
Oh
for
yeah,
the
I remember those scenes.
to blow his brains out. To which he says,
Woody Woodpecker.
if I had a gun, I'd shoot myself.
Daisy Duck.
Goodness, I didn't want to live.
And a bunch
What?
of cartoon
What?
episodes just ending with characters killing themselves for no reason.
What is with Looney Tunes and the guns? And the blowing of the brains? What the... Someone there has some issues.
Now I know, this sounds crazy, but it goes even farther back. There's a Mickey Mouse comic from 1930 where Mickey gets threatened because Minnie is getting hit on by another guy.
What you need is someone like me to protect you, Minnie.
Huh? Now I know I don't like that guy.
Then he sees them kissing.
Good gosh! Say it isn't so!
Then he falls into a depression.
Gosh. Well, I never thought Minnie would fall for somebody else. Everybody seems happy. Why does the world have to be down on me?
And then he decides the only option is to kill himself.
Oh, what's the use? She doesn't care for me anymore. What is there to live for? Without Minnie, I might as well end it all.
The comic even goes so far to show Mickey setting up a homemade suicide contraption using a shotgun, 2 chairs, and a string, which actually did become a common way that people would kill themselves.
Goodbye, Minnie. Goodbye, cruel world. 1, 2. Huh? Oh.
Then he tries to jump off a bridge.
Goodbye, cruel
So
world.
And when that attempt didn't work, he closed all the windows and closed all the doors, turned on the gas,
I'll turn on this gas and end it once and for all.
so he could pass out and die in his sleep.
Goodbye, Minnie. Goodbye, cruel world.
And he even tries to hang himself.
Gee, I'm sure having a tough time trying to put an end to myself. But my worries will soon be over.
In that comic strip alone, there's 4 different examples of how to kill yourself. Even in this Daisy Duck cartoon, you can see there's 6 options for suicide. A gun, hanging, knife, poison, grenade, and a bomb. So what's the theory? Well, what if they've been planting it inside our minds since we were kids? That suicide is an option. So when you hit a fork in the road and you don't know what to do,
I wouldn't be surprised.
because the first 5 years is when your brain develops the most and is the most impressionable. So wouldn't it make sense to start planting that idea then?
Maybe this will help.
Yes, people have severe depression and suicidal thoughts, me included in the past. But maybe some of us think of it as an option because when we were kids, we were told it would set us free. So why would they want to plant suicide in our brains? Well, some people think it might be a form of population control.
That's what I was thinking.
Some people think it's to keep society in a weak, depressed, and fearful state. Because a weakened society is easier to control. I mean, think about it. We have kids who are depressed, and then
I feel like there's so many conspiracies that revolve around just controlling the whole entire population.
Kill themselves, and also making it seem exciting.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
I mean, the global antidepressant market is estimated at over $11.6 billion. The government and the economy love depression. And we also glorify things like money, fame, success.
Is that what you're going for?
I mean, I'd love to be a billionaire, sure, why not?
Guys, we are washing the Supreme Ferrari right now.
Who pissing on their money? Ain't nobody doing that shit like me, fuck boy.
So if someone happens to not achieve those things, in the back of their heads, they know that suicide is an option.
I reckon I ain't got
It's not something that anybody needs.
I mean, just think about the board game that was targeted to us as kids.
Anything can happen.
Oh, the game of life.
The game of life, where the goal is to succeed, and if you don't, you lose.
Where will your choices take you in the game of life?
I also think some of it has to do with like dark, edgy humor, like suicide humor. Like I feel like, you know, some of it kind of has to do with that, like just that people finding suicide to be like funny, and like people use that in jokes. People like say that people, you know, in the phrase, people like, oh, I'm gonna go, you know, off myself or whatever. I feel like that's a phrase that's commonly used, and that's just like, it's become like a joke. It's become humorous some kind of way, like dark humor, which I don't know. I just feel like it has something. I feel like something that does have to do with like suicide being something to like joke about, which really shouldn't be the case. I think you should be joking about killing yourself. I don't know. I believe in that words have power, and so I don't think that's something you should be joking about. But I feel like that's something that it's kind of related to that, kind of something to do with that.
To win the game of life, you need to make money. Get famous. Do better than those that you're playing against.
I made $50,000 in the stock market. I went to the poor farm. That's live.
Literally,
What?
the commercial says.
I went to the poor farm.
I mean, come on. And in the original version of Life in 1860 that was created by Milton Bradley, it literally had suicide on the board as an option.
That's live.
Now, it's not just suicide that's being poured into kids' pure, very moldable brains. It's darkness in every single form. Just think about the games we used to play as kids. Ring Around the Rosie.
Oh yeah.
A game about people who died from the Black Plague.
That's
London Bridge is falling down. A song about a huge bridge falling and killing everyone.
Iron bars will bend and break, bend and break.
That's just so wild to me that like these nursery, because when I learned about this, I'm like, that's insane, because I used to see those nursery rhymes all the time. Why are people making nursery rhymes with a whole bunch of people dying? Like, it's insane. Like, why is this something that someone thought was just a great idea? Oh, a bunch of people fell, you know, died on the bridge. Oh, that sounds like a great nursery rhyme. Oh, all people died from the Black Plague. Oh, let's make a nursery rhyme out of that. Like,
Ouija, a game that makes it fun to contact evil spirits in your house.
Look, it's spelling something. Go ahead, ask another
Nope.
question.
Nope.
You guys are around, right?
It's too weird for me.
Then, of course, you have Twister. A game that's marketed as a way for you and your friends to get way too close.
Twister, the game that ties you up in knots.
I can't even imagine the amount of creepy uncles or cousins who have wanted to play that game on Thanksgiving.
Twister ties you up in a knot.
A game that pretty much grants anybody permission to wrap their body parts around you.
It's wicked hot.
You gotta get it.
It's the hottest game around.
You gotta get it.
Ties you up in knots.
The best games in the world.
And of course, you have the darkest of them all.
Twister's too much physical activity for me.
The correct word or your little stick figure will be hanged. And the darkest part is that this classroom game is actually based on a real life game from the 19th century. Criminals that were sentenced to death by hanging would play a game called Right of Words in Life. So the game would start during a public hanging where the executioner would choose a word. And the criminal would have to guess the word by choosing letters. And if the criminal guessed the word right, then he would live. And if he guessed the word wrong...
Game over.
Hangman. Let's go over it.
If you're not aware of what hangman is...
First, you draw your diagram. The hook, that is. But hopefully, he doesn't get hung.
Students have to guess the letters of a hidden word, and if they get the letter wrong...
X? I'm sorry. X is not a part of this animal's name.
Then one more part of the hanging man is added.
Now it's the head. Once you
This
finish
stuff
off the
is
body,
so normalized
that's the end
because,
of the
like,
game.
oh, hangman, that's just a simple game.
Although you probably won't be smiling on a hook.
The most messed up part about all of that is that almost all of the criminals at that time were illiterate, which means they didn't even have a chance, and that game was just a way to publicly humiliate them before they died. And it's not just games that have dark undertones. What's the first thing you remember hearing as a kid? Nursery rhymes.
Yeah.
Rockabye Baby, a song where a baby's cradle is swinging in a tree, and then the branch breaks and the baby falls to the ground.
May really?
Humpty Dumpty, a song about a guy who
Had a great fall.
and nobody can save him because he's dead.
Couldn't put Humpty together again.
It's raining, it's pouring.
He went to bed
Guy hits his head and then dies.
and bumped his head and couldn't get up in the morning.
Wait, what?
And one of the most disturbing, Peter Pumpkin Eater, a song about a guy whose wife doesn't want him,
Had a wife but could not keep her.
so he holds her hostage in a pumpkin.
He put her in a pumpkin shell. There he kept her very well.
Yeah, a song that normalizes holding a woman against her will. And I mean, even looking back at London Bridge, there's a reference of locking a woman up.
Lock her up, lock her up.
Now with the internet, kids are watching
That's
too
so normalized, dude. You
There's
don't think
tons of
twice
content
about
on
this
YouTube
stuff.
for kids, and that has plenty of dark messages, like murder, suicide, abortion, violence, and for some reason, a lot of vomiting.
Whoa, I've never seen anyone throw up so much.
Then when you're a teenager, you're once again filled with the thoughts of suicide in movies,
Oh.
TV shows,
Hey, it's Hannah.
and now internet challenges.
Remember the Blue Whale Challenge? Tonight, a brand new threat to the safety of your family and your kids.
If you all want to get a sense for all these challenges, here are just a few of them. Carve yes on your leg. Do something painful to yourself. Don't talk to anyone all day.
So many of our teenagers feel more lonely, even though they're on social media more.
Everyone questions as a society, how do we have so much evil, death, hatred, depression, destruction? Do we
humans,
even
this
have to
world's
question it
evil.
when we look back at our childhoods now as adults and think about what was being put right in front of our eyes.
Well, now I've seen everything.
Sense.
So, what's the overall theory? Well, the only way to keep a society easy to control is through chaos. The only way to get them to vote for you is by fear.
Lock her up.
A nuclear war could break out any minute.
The only way to get you to unite is through tragedies.
Yeah, let's
The only
thoughts
way
and
to keep them
prayers.
happy is by constantly showing them unrealistic
Yes.
expectations of looks,
Hey, hottie. Looking hot. So hot.
money, and success. A society that's peaceful is not a society that can be controlled. So what do you do to make sure that chaos and fear continues? Make sure to show children just how scary and dark the world is from a very early age.
It's kind of showing me that my children is not gonna watch anything.
Imagine her surprise when the curious little girl
Oh, I remember
peeled
this.
back the foil to find this image of a girl cutting herself inside.
If you look close enough, it's not a drawing. It's an actual picture of the girl slitting her wrist. I want to know how they think that is suitable for a child.
I remember that. Yeah, that's. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, that was crazy.
Okay, so there's this app called Zepeto. You heard of it?
Oh, the people!
Yes.
Yeah, there's like memes like, okay, I saw this meme with like a gross popsicle that was melted, and then the package, it was cute, and it was like me in real life. And then me and my Zepeto, I'm messing this up.
Okay, well, Zepeto, there's a theory that it's actually tracking you and that it's listening to everything and it's recording everything and it's like actually like kind of a scary app and a lot of people are deleting it.
It's for kids though.
It is stalking you through your phone. If you don't believe me, just sit there and listen to it. You will hear breathing. We deleted that.
Well, I downloaded it. I haven't opened it yet.
Wait, is it gonna know stuff about you, like, already?
Alright, so let's see.
Or like,
Wait, okay, created, here's Zepeto.
these are creepy.
Yeah, I hate the name.
In order to start, we have to have access to your camera. Okay, fine, right? Okay. Gender. I mean,
Oh, there's only 2? I thought this was woke. Why are you vlogging?
wait, okay, so I'm taking a picture of myself.
Ew!
Wait, what?
Is that supposed to be me?
Well, good news is if you lose your hair, you look good.
Yeah. Oh, so it's just you in like 2 years.
Ooh.
Finn! Congratulations!
Wait, no. Honestly, though, why does it not look like me?
Is it supposed to?
Well, here's the thing. It makes you submit a picture, and it's like, oh, we're gonna make something that looks just like you.
That looks fucking terrible.
Wait,
That's not
would it
what-
put glasses on me if like I did it?
I don't know.
Let me download Zepeto.
Okay. maybe it just wants a picture of my face. It's like, that's not me. All right, let's keep going. Oh, okay, so you can customize it. All right.
Oh, just downloading the hit app Zepeto.
Sarah's adorable.
I mean, it takes too long to load.
Yeah, but
I don't think we're supposed to be dragging the app. This isn't a Zepeto review.
And that leads us to our first sponsor of the day.
wow, it's free and it looks really colorful and fun.
Wait, where am I? Oh, no. Would you find others in the street? What does that mean?
That looks like Erica Costello.
America Costello.
Wait, what is this? You're talking to people? Oh. Yeah, I'm on the street.
Whoa.
What do I say? Oh, they're all speaking other languages. Okay, well.
Ew, look what it did to me!
Isn't that gross? Okay, now here's the other scary part. So the reason people think it's tracking you and might be listening is because while you're playing with the app, if you put your ear to the phone, you'll hear static or white noise.
I do! Do you? Oh! You hear it?
It's creepy that they're all just like looking. They're
Yeah,
like,
it's like a little like crumbly noise off in the distance. Oh. Wait, can I hear yours? What does static mean though? Like, what is that?
Well, that's the same noise that you'll hear if your phones are tapped.
Oh, maybe I can ask them a question. Oh, and they'll answer in a text.
I mean, it makes sense, right? If you're an app developer and you're just like, well, it's like the real world or something. They're like, I'm not an app developer.
Do you work for Zepeto?
No, I'm just saying, like, I'm sure it's probably so. Is it in their like disclaimer?
Are you talking to them? Are you talking?
Oh, it's Postme delivery now. Dropping over item. Wait, so do you think like someone's on the other side of the computer right now talking to me?
Yes. Oh,
Like, hey.
ask them something.
Ew, they're probably like getting our coordinates. Delete.
So that static noise that you hear when you're playing this app, you can actually hear that same static noise pretty much all the time on your phone.
I'm scared. I mean, I don't hear it, but I'm still scared.
Wait, do you really not hear it? Because I hear it all the time on my phone.
Shane, you might get on your
Are you on
phone.
any apps? Because it said that the microphone's always going.
See? I turned my app off. You still hear it?
Weird.
So
Wait.
I don't know what that means. I mean, I guess it means that the phone's always listening, but we already knew that. Because think about it this way. When you say, hey Siri, how did she hear that? She must be listening all the time.
Why don't you have to turn that feature on, the Hey Siri feature?
Well,
Or
doesn't
do
matter.
you?
Well, it doesn't matter. Because, hey Siri, like that means to hear that, she has to have been listening the whole time.
Everything.
Right?
Yeah, but
I have an Android, but I use Google Assistant. Hey Google. Hey Google. That's great. That's amazing. I love that. Oh wait, I was gonna... I don't hear anything. You don't hear anything. I don't know. I don't hear anything. Alright, let's get back into it. The hell?
Didn't see you there.
What are you doing? Alright, let's continue.
Apple's pretty forward about that. They say that they only go with that phrase and then only what you say. Oh yeah.
It's falling apart as I say it out loud. Because it's like, well, yeah, she hears that phrase because she's listening to everything, and oh no, but we don't save any of it. But I mean,
yeah,
they probably tell us they do. You know that 50-page accept thing that nobody's ever read?
Yeah.
It might be in there. Yeah, it's on like page 37.
yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna read it, and this is like a conspiracy video.
Neither is
I'm too lazy.
Oh my god. 50 pages?
Wait, Zepeto is freaking me out.
Cut to them in a marketing meeting just being like, let's add white noise we can get ashamed of. Literally, they're just like, he'll do it, we know this queen. People will tweet him. It's gonna blow up. Zepeto won.
That's honestly a great idea.
Like, we'll always win.
Because they actually lived it.
Okay. I'm gonna end it right there for that episode. Yeah. I don't know. I don't have anything else to say. This is just making me really paranoid, but I'm honest, this has been good so far. I'm honestly enjoying this. This is just making me want to chuck my phone to oblivion or put it in a metal container whenever I am not using it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you haven't already, you probably have, go check out Shane Dawson, his channel, his videos, his everything. Link will be in the description below to the original video and his channel. Go check him out, go watch it, and thank you guys so much for watching. Like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, and comment down below what other stuff I should watch or your opinions on these conspiracies and what you think, or any more further information that I could learn. But yeah, so I'll see you later. Bye.